So the first story on the Run the Show today is Miami-Dade schools see sharp decline in new immigrant students. Now, we all know the three-letter word is the reason why the kids ain't coming to school, child. But let's get into it. Let me share the screen. Y'all know I like a good little visual so we could read along. Y'all know how the teacher used to be like, read along, read quietly as I read aloud. That's what we finna do. So let's get into this story right here. Coming to us from the Miami New Times. We like them over there. And yeah, day schools across the U.S. have seen a massive drop in enrollment of immigrant students. Y'all know that's because of ICE. The people don't want to be getting, harassed and having threats of their freedom and stuff being taken away. We all know what that is. But let's get into what they say is the why. What's the three-letter word? I don't know. Oh, ICE. Yeah. Three-letter word. Oh, y'all know. Oh, ICE is a three-letter word. Them people is scared of ICE. Somebody told me when I went to Charlotte this weekend to be careful because they was rounding people up over there. But let's get into it. So, since returning to the White House, President Donald Trump's aggressive immigration policies have touched nearly every part of American life, reshaping neighborhoods, workplaces, homes, and schools alike. But while classrooms across the United States have felt the effects from the beginning of Trump's second term, new data shows just how far-reaching those effects have been. As students' families have been deported or voluntary return to their home countries under Trump's sweeping immigration crackdown, schools nationwide have seen a massive drop in enrollment among immigrant students, according to the Associated Press. And Miami-Dade County Public Schools, the country's third largest public school district, which educates thousands of migrant students, roughly 2,550 students from another country have enrolled so far this year, down from nearly 14,000. Wow. From the previous year, more than 20,000 a year before that. In Palm Beach County, schools enrollment has reportedly fallen by more than 6,000 students this year. A spokesperson for Broward County Schools tells the New Times that while 6,439 foreign-born students were enrolled last year, that number fell to 3,242 this school year. Man, that is that's telling. And I think you guys something to keep note about when it comes to just, the immigration and how it's affecting school enrollment. Y'all do know that affects school budgets as well. So how much funding that we get in our schools is affected by enrollment as well. So it's a trickle down effect. And if we start seeing, different budget cuts and things that aren't as allocated because there's less students, this is a part of that trickle down effect of kids and their parents being afraid to allow them to come into school. So this is one to watch. It's really sad. The ICE crackdowns is always, kind of heartbreaking, especially when you see families broken apart and people who are natural citizens being swept up into this. So yeah, child, we're seeing now the data is now supporting what we already know is people are afraid of ICE and they don't want to send their kids to school. To go from 14,000 to 2,500 is wild, though. That's crazy. I've seen them bust a car window to grab somebody out. Yeah, it's crazy, and they're aggressive with it.